So last week, I was at YoumaCon, and it was a grand old time. This year was actually my second year going to YoumaCon. First year was last year, and I went because I have a bunch of people that can actually go to that con that I don't get to see at some other cons, and we all just kind of had a nice good old meetup and time. But this con was a couple of things for me. It was the first time that I actually took a road trip to a con on my own. I have done road trips to cons before, but this is the first time I did it on my own, in a car, because I've flown to cons before, and I've taken buses to cons before. This is the first time that I actually got to drive to a con on my own before, which was quite exciting. Now, normally when I've gone to cons, I've never actually taken any footage. I've never done a travel vlog, as it were, and usually that's because while traveling, I'm usually in a public space, and I don't like the eyes on me of being like, what's this guy doing? When I'm talking to myself in the back of a bus or something, and a lot of the time when I'm at the con, I'm too busy having fun at the con to actually remember to take footage, and that kind of happened this year. But I do have some things that I took, both on the Thursday that I drove down, and the Friday of the first day of the con. So, figured we'd watch that first. Here you go.
You may notice, this is not the camera you're looking for. Normally you're a bit far back. And normally, it's cut like here, except I'm way too close. But I'm trying to figure out how you would normally, or how I would normally cut my posters. By the way, there's less posters. Trick of the light. And I'm kind of procrastinating. There's construction noise outside. And I have to get ready for YoumaCon. It's gonna be weird. Because this will be an interesting road trip. I'm gonna be alone, in a metal box, traveling at 100 kilometers. So yes, I'm a little bit nervous. It'll be my first road trip to a con on my lonesome. But first, we must prepare. Packing!
Good enough.
I don't know what I'm doing!
Really though, I have absolutely zero idea how good this actually looks. It's probably shit. I don't know. This is my first time trying it, and I'm going fast-ish. Not really. The only thing I'm passing are trucks. Well, that's to kind of be expected. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. So we're going to YoumaCon. Should be fun. Should be a dandy. Almost like a space dandy. Saw something on the internet that I need to pick up for my car not too long ago. Because when I bought this car a while back, I have what I'm lovingly referring to as advertising plates. That's where you get your license plate, and it has like a frame that advertises where you bought the car from. You may have seen them. You may have one. But I was looking for a license plate that actually truly was good, and I saw a couple that I liked. Looking forward to getting those. Sometime after this trip. Don't know when yet, but sometime. Border crossing. Well, technically I'm not actually at the border crossing. I'm at the border crossing, but I'm at the tolls before crossing, which is always fun. The border itself, I wouldn't dare to turn on the camera, because I don't want the border crossing guards thinking, why are you recording me? And then me to get pulled over. But I'm sitting here, according to my GPS, I'm probably going to be sitting here for the next 5 or 6 minutes. Cars going by in that lane, but I don't want to pull an office space and go into the wrong lane, only for this lane to start moving. Because that's probably what would happen with my luck. So I'm just sitting here with tolls. Lovely amount of cars all around, which is really good. There's like 3 lanes that way, all full up with like 18-wheelers. I had to come in from off the highway, and they were blocking 3 lanes. So thankfully, one of the trucks was very, very nice, and he let me and another guy cut in front of him directly to get into the car lane. He didn't have to do that, but that was nice of him. And now, I have to go and pay the toll. You're gonna cross the border, man. Got to pay the toll. America. I'm now in America. Doesn't look like much. We are in Michigan, I think. I don't know. I crossed at Sarnia. That's about as much as I know. But border crossing is always fun. Most of the time it's fairly simple. Where are you going? Where you been? When are you coming back? What do you do for a living?
which is always a fun question to answer. Yes, me Canadian, mad scientist, United States, chaos, and invade. Of course, I didn't actually do that. Now, what I am just basically doing is I'm pacing. Why am I pacing? Well, firstly, I am a pacer. I do a lot of pacing in general. People who know me will tell you that. I pace a lot. Hopefully, I'm not blocking the microphone, and if I was, that was lovely. No, I'm pacing because I've been stuck in traffic for that border for a bit, and my legs need to stretch a bit. And I've never filmed like this before, so I apologize if it comes out absolutely crap. And the wind keeps changing and blowing hair on my face. That just made it worse. Shit. Anyway. Well, better keep going. Highway awaits. It is now the following day. For what that's worth. We have slept. We are sort of rested. And we are now having Tim Hortons cafe and bake shop. Because Tim Hortons in America need to be special. And now, after successfully eating, we are in the line. The pre-reg line. That is where we're going.
I'm not gonna wait.
You may notice there is a longer line. This is why you should always pre-reg, kids. Safer. Moving! We are moving. Why are we moving so fast? Why are we moving so fast?
We're coming to a screeching halt.
Oh no! We're coming to a screeching halt. What are we gonna do? YoumaCon 2016. Oh, this is significantly less than out there.
It's safer in here.
It's safer in here. There's red. That means we're in Canada, right?
And there's the line after the line. YoumaCon 2016. Bro just ran over to me. Hello, random person. How are you?
I'm good. How
You're
are
in a
you?
vlog now. I hope you're happy. Good to meet you.
Sweet. I was really hoping to get a picture with you too.
Cool. Let us do that thing as we look at more lines. We met up with Noah. USA! USA! Canada's better. Megan's over there, and here's Dax as usual.
Hi.
So that was Dax. We have successfully made it through YoumaCon 2016. There it is. Wait, hold on. There it is.
Look, Simba, everything the light touches is the con.
And this isn't even the worst of it. There's more. There's always more. And that's how it goes. We are now waiting for the dealer's room. There's an entrance over there.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. Yes. Dealer's room. And we will buy all the things. All the things. Okay, bye. Made it! Yay, we made it in! Oh, where to go? What to see? I don't know where to go. I always do artist stuff last. That's just kind of a thing that I do. Artist stuff last.
I see Gundam kits.
Fuck that noise. Gundam kits. Gunpla.
Forget that shit. Here comes Mungo.
Happy little mountains. And that guy doing the Bob Ross painting, like he was actually painting. It wasn't like some fake thing and he was just doing it for the people taking photos. No, he was actually painting. It was actually quite impressive. And I know I said the word actually a couple of times there. But no, it was good. I ended up buying quite a few things, probably more than I should have. Team bad decisions, as it tends to happen when you're in a con, because you're going around and you're walking through this dealer's room and there's so much stuff. Half of this stuff you will never see in a brick and mortar store anywhere else you go. Like stores that actually carry anywhere near half this stuff are hard to find. And depending on where you live, impossible to find. So it's like this kind of bit of giddy excitement I get when I'm going through the dealer's area. The dealer's area is always one of my favorite places to go. But I ended up buying a bunch of stuff. Got a couple of Funimation DVD thingies and stuff. Got some visual novels. YoumaCon for one, and another Fate visual novel. I have no clue when I'm going to get the time to actually go through these because they're pretty long. But I have them, so there's that. And then there's this. This is the first season of Slayers in the original thick pack DVD release. Now with remastered audio, as it
claims on the front of it. But there's a reason why I bought this, because some people might know. They might be like, wait, Ark, don't you own that like big Funimation release that has like all 3 seasons of Slayers? Why would you go and rebuy it on DVD? That just doesn't make sense. I would also point out that I own the 3rd season in thick pack on my shelf. It was actually the first thing that I ever bought with my own money as far as anime DVDs is concerned. It's the start of my collection. But the main reason I bought this, and I didn't buy this for the show. Like, I really like the show. I bought this because it has a shit ton of extras on it that Funimation didn't put in their re-release. It was one of the reasons why when I got it and I realized that the extras weren't there, I was like, well, I'm not getting rid of my copy of Try now. I'm not doing that because that has extras as well. Now I just need to pick up Slayers Next from somewhere, and then I'll have the whole set, and then it'll be great. The box could be in better condition, but considering this is the first time I've seen this edition of Slayers in years, condition is secondary. I will just take better care of it than whoever had it before. And a bunch of the panels I went to was pretty good. I went to the industry panels. As I do. Most of them. I didn't go to the Aniplex industry panel because I was doing something else at the time. I think it was because how everything lined up. It was like my only limited amount of time to be in the dealer's area on that day, or something to that effect. I went to the Funimation industry panel, which most of it was kind of pointless. The thing with industry panels is that they're really, really good if you don't pay attention to the news. If you pay attention to the news and you actually keep up with like what Funimation and Crunchyroll and the other industry people actually put out, you'll know half the things that they tell you, or more than half of the things they tell you in an industry panel. But the reason why we went is because at the beginning of that day, Funimation's Twitter account put out a tweet that was kind of cryptic. But for anyone that watched the show Nichijou, you knew what the reference meant. And then you thought to yourself, wait, did Funimation just license Nichijou? So, of course, I went to the industry panel to find out. And we found out, yes, indeed, Funimation did license Nichijou. Which is annoying, because I own this now, which is the Australian release of Nichijou. I haven't even had this for a month yet. And Funimation then goes ahead. It's like, yeah, no, we're gonna license Nichijou. It's great. Yes. I was much more excited for the fact that they also announced that they were going to rescue the license of Scrapped Princess, which is an absolutely amazing fantasy show, and I have a review on it, and you should go watch that, and then you should actually go and watch Scrapped Princess. I will probably end up maybe rebuying it on Blu-ray. I need to figure out rules to decide when not to actually replace some of my DVDs with Blu-ray, because it's always one of those weird things, because I'm like, well, I could spend my money and I could buy a Blu-ray of a show I already own, or I could spend that money instead and buy an anime that I don't own. So it's kind of a weird toss-up, but we'll see. But either way, Scrap Princess being licensed is great, because now I can tell people to watch it, and they can actually have a place to go and buy it, which is great. And I was also surprised at how full some of the industry panels were as well. I was at the Crunchyroll industry panel, and we got turned away the first time we got there because, well, we got there late and the panel had already started, and the room was full. But then the guy that was kind of gatekeeping us off, he was just like, yeah, well, some seats just opened up, so if you want in, they're kind of in weird places, but you can sit. And we were like, cool, and we did that. And then we sat through the Funimation, not the Funimation, we sat through the Crunchyroll industry panel, which was another interesting thing that I actually like about the industry panels, especially the Crunchyroll ones, is because they actually put out trailers for stuff. And when I do my top list video for shows that I'm excited for, it's always pre-season. So there are a lot of shows that are going to be coming out that don't have promotional videos for it. So I have no clue what they're going to be like at all. I can only go by what is available at the time that I write that particular video. So there's always things that I miss. And then I go to the Crunchyroll industry panel, and they have all the promotional material because everything that they have is for shows that are already airing and have several episodes out by that point, or did at YoumaCon. So it was very nice to actually finally see some of those shows that I hadn't gotten around to yet. And it actually changed up my order for what I wanted to talk about in first reactions, which are still coming, by the way, later on today after I finish filming this vlog. Or is it a vlog? It's a video of some description. I have a first reaction that I'm recording, as well as a regular review. And then I gotta go and do some more writing. The review week of awesome is coming, good sirs and madams and others. And then I got to drive home, which was actually a lot more relaxing because I took an easier route to get home from the con than I took to get down. Because I went down and I was just like, well, I'm gonna go cross at Sarnia. And then I will head down to Detroit from Sarnia because, according to the route that I mapped out before going, that'll actually allow me to skip Detroit's downtown because I wasn't going to downtown. I was going to the outskirts, because that's where I was staying the weekend. But due to construction or some other really stupid thing, Google Maps was like, oh hey, you're in Detroit. You should go downtown. So it forced me to go downtown anyway. So the extra time that I added on purpose to go through Sarnia so that I could avoid the downtown was nullified because I had to go downtown anyway. So on the way back, I was like, screw it. So I went through the downtown and just crossed in Detroit and then took the 401 all the way home. Because the 401 crosses like all of Ontario. So I just took it all the way home. And it was great. But it's also kind of sad because thus ends my conventioning for 2016. YoumaCon was the last convention I had planned. No, it doesn't mean that something random might not pop up later this month or next month, but I doubt it. Now we're kind of into the chill part of the year. Everything's kind of like cooling down and everything's nice and chill. So my next convention will be in January when I go to Maryland once again for MagFest, which I am looking forward to. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the drive, because last year for MagFest happened in February. So the winter weather had kind of eased off a bit. It was still winter in February, but it wasn't some previous years that I went, because I went 3 years ago. I think it's 3 years ago now, and I had to deal with a polar vortex, is what we dealt with in a rental car on the way home, and that was not fun. So I'm hopeful that that's not going to happen, and that won't actually stop me from having a good time at MagFest. But I have snows on my car, so it's going to be great. And thank you for everybody who... I hit the mic. I hope that didn't pick up. Probably did, but if not, whatever. Thank you very much, everybody that I was able to meet at YoumaCon. I apologize for those who I wasn't able to meet. I did my best to try and get to as many places in the con that I could. I attempted to have a panel, but they shot it down, probably because I wasn't, I didn't plan my application through properly. I'm blaming it on me, mostly. I'm not blaming it on the con. I'm blaming it on me, so that was my fault, and I've learned some things, so hopefully next time will be a bit better. And for those of you who I will see at a convention in 2017, I look forward to seeing you then, because we're going to have a good time. I hope. Anyway, so thank you for watching, and until I see you guys at the next convention or the next video, stay frosty. Bye.